Hello, ladies. I hope you have had a marvelous spring day today. It is Throwback Thursday, y'all. So, guess what? I have a video that I want to share with you all about love and relationships. And this video is a throwback, so it is a video that we did a while back when I think we were doing woman to woman empowerment sessions. And we did a video about just love and relationships. And this particular video, you got the perspective of the male and the female. All right, so let's see. I think this one features actually my husband in Kenya. So you'll get to see this right here.
Woman empowerment. But tonight we have a little special guest on tonight to talk about the subject of love and relationships with friends. So we're gonna get started in just a moment. We have a special guest who is going to speak from the male point of view of being in relationships with women. That's where we're going to start off with that. We have another guest who's going to come in and speak from the perspective of being in a relationship with a female. Women been in relationships with women as friends, and men been in a relationship with women as friends. All right, so I hope y'all are ready. If you want to join in, please let me know. And we're going to get started. Last week, we talked about loving, self-love. We talked about self-love last week. And we talked about, our journey. Miss Yvonne and I talked about our own experiences with self-love and what that looked like. Special guest trying to peep in. But what that looked like. So tonight we're gonna continue with
You're doing it big.
love and relationships with friends. So y'all gotta forgive me because my ear is hurting tonight, and that's why I need help because I don't feel the greatest. And so my husband is gonna speak. Oh no, this side, baby, this side. Oh, thank you, baby. I'll blow that Holy Ghost on it. So tonight we're gonna continue with love and relationships with friends, and I'm just gonna have my husband jump in because when I met my husband, he had female friends. That was definitely I'm clearing it up. He had female friends, and there's something that I wasn't used to men having, like female friends that were strictly friends, and it was different. So I think that he can add something great to the discussion about being in relationships with women as a male friend. And I'm going to let him roll. So tell me, honey.
What's up?
What do you think about being in relationships with women strictly as friends? Like that love, showing love to them and being a friend to them.
From my personal experience of just having more female friends, well, by the time when we got together, I had more female friends, but now I have more male friends now. But I would say that it was strictly just like friendship. It was more like a brother-sister type of relationship, because any of my female friends, it was never anything sexual between us, never any sexual conversation. It was more so like being, a big brother or just a brother in general, and just being there, like, advice, support, just, I guess, having them wanting company from, a male perspective or just from a male in general that didn't want anything in return, and just respecting them and as women, because my mother raised us. I'm as a single mother, and I'm the oldest child, and I got 3 younger sisters, so I have that big respect for women. And I don't know what else to say about that as far as relationships. I think that if anything, I don't know.
So what kind of like boundaries did you keep as far as in that relationship? Like what things you did and didn't do when you were in a relationship with your female friends? Like,
You mean as far as friendship or
yeah,
relationship?
like what kind of things that you knew this was a friendship, so there was things like there was a understanding that wasn't just said, or y'all just had
Oh
conversations
no,
like,
I mean it was kind of just the understanding, like there was never anything on my part that there was never like any sexual attention. Like I never desired them. Like if you were a friend, you're a friend. Like I told you in the beginning, like I don't screw my friends. I don't do that. I mean, because I feel like a lot of that were female friends. Like I've known them since I was like kids. Like so it was never even that type of relationship to even want to pursue them in any manner or just have any. So if anything, or honestly, any female friends that I had was never my type. So let's clear that up. Like they were never my type. So I think that if I wanted to pursue anything more, then they had to have been my type.
oh, well,
And also, I know when we got together, I told her from the beginning. I said, if you're an insecure woman, I said I definitely am not the man that you want to be with because I have a lot of female friends. And I mean, and that's just what they were. They were female friends. And I tell anybody that if you have a majority of friends of the opposite sex, do not get with somebody that is jealous and insecure. Don't marry somebody that's jealous and insecure if they're a female and they have male friends. If your boyfriend or husband's gonna be insecure, um, yeah, don't do that because it's gonna cause a lot of issues um, and you're gonna be the middle person. So I'll say that much, and that's vice versa as well with men that have a lot of female friends. I mean, because shoot, my female friends like they contact her, she go out to eat with them. I ain't seen her from them, and I'm like, to my, oh, I went out with so and so. Like what? Like that's my friend. Like how you know them? Like I mean, even like on her Facebook page, I'm like, you don't even know these people. I was like, how? Like wait a minute. You ain't met them a day in your life. What's going on here? But that's what she do. So everybody,
I'm friendly.
yeah, I don't know. Everybody, they like her. I mean, I guess they're trying to figure out how she dealing with me these past 8 years.
Next week.
Next week. What day is it? Monday or is a marriage?
Yeah, so I think that what he said was very important. Like I think it's important that if you come in a relationship with friends of the opposite sex, I think it's important that you have that conversation with the person you're with, because it make them aware that, okay, I have these male friends or I have these female friends if this is a male, and say like we're just strictly friends. Like that's all it is. It's friendship. Like he said, we don't screw friends. So
Dealing with somebody and you can tell off gate that they insecure. Don't, don't. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Don't do that.
so are you saying don't get in a relationship with them because
Yeah.
they can't handle your friends?
Yeah. If anything, that I feel like with our marriage is that my friends have become your friends. Like they've, she hangs out with, like, for example, one of my childhood friends I've known since third grade. Like they hang out and
Speaking of which, we can get scheduled.
yeah,
Yeah.
I talked to her the other day, both of them. But where I've become friends with their husbands. They, pretty much my brothers now. Or if they boyfriends, like I'm pretty cool with them. So that's just kind of how it rolls. And the other ones, it's whatever. But yeah, I mean that's about it.
So would you say like the proper thing to do is to say, I have this female friend or I have this male friend and I would like for you to meet them to let the person feel a little bit more comfortable with you having them as a friend?
Yeah, I would say that.
I
I
mean,
mean, if I feel like this is that if they're pursuing you or dating you, I mean, they should already kind of have a good idea of who your close friends are, your best friends are, who you mainly deal with. I mean, even like that is like even with my family. Like I have a big family on my dad's side. Well, both sides actually, but I have a lot of female cousins on my dad's side because I mean my grandmother had like 18 kids, so I have a lot of cousins, first cousins and second cousins. And there's more women than men. So I mean, even like that, like I kick it with some of my cousins and they like they her cousin or something like.
I mean, that's the way it should be, though. I mean, I feel like that they should welcome you in the picture. They should welcome you if you're like a love interest in the picture. Like it should be.
Yeah, that's one thing. Bring them around your family. If you're gonna be dating, well, we talking about friendships. I'm about to say dating or marry somebody. Bring them around your family. Like, don't nobody know a man better than a man. Don't nobody know a woman better than a woman. So I made sure I took her around my family, and they loved her. No, they did not like her. They did not like her.
So, from the male perspective, you're saying that if you have female friends or the other person has male friend, the other female has male friends, that if the person is insecure about you having friends of the opposite sex and it's strictly friendship, that they shouldn't be together. And if that once they introduce them to them, they, it's, well, to make the opposite sex friend, that they should introduce them to them.
Yeah. I mean, I thought we've heard it. This is my thing right here, is that you can't make somebody not be insecure. Like, they have to be secure within themselves.
True that.
So if they're insecure about your relationship with or your friendship with the opposite sex, you have to look at it. Well, what is giving that notion? Like, is it something like, are we too friendly in our relationship or our friendship or something like that? Because, like, I'm not, we've never had a discussion where with any of with each other like something's going on, because it's not like that. Like, it's straight, like we just straight friends, like brothers and sisters. Like, we crack jokes. I crack the most jokes, and like we talk trash to each other. Like, that's what we do.
Right.
But then you have other instances where there are other people that you might see that are really, really, really friendly, touchy-feely with their friends, and so I could understand why somebody would be insecure. Like, for example, this person is not my friend, but I guess I could consider them being your friend.
I had a feeling you was going there. I know it's spirit to spirit, because you know what?
I
was just thinking about them, but I'm gonna say something after you finish, because I was just thinking about this person. That just shows spirit to spirit. Like we here, because I already know who you're talking about. Go ahead.
I mean, is you gonna tell her? I'm
No,
gonna tell her.
I'm
I'm
listening.
just trying to figure it out.
I'm listening.
You do, so tell the story.
No, I'm just
Tell
listening.
the story. Tell the story. So this is my problem. I've never had any issues with any of her friends, but this one person and this person has a track record of doing this. Is that they will be all buddy or try to be friendly when it comes to, as far as the husband or whatever. Like, it's not that same type of relationship or whatever. Like, you kind of like shun them off. Or so this is my problem with the individual, is that you got more conversation for my wife than you got for me. So now we got a problem. And so I know the people you're very aware of what you do, and then like, well, I don't know why he don't like me. I don't dislike people just not to dislike them. Like, I have valid reasons for why I don't like anybody, and I build a report up. So it ain't just like you do one thing I don't like. I'll sit on it for a while, and I let you hang yourself. And so that was what the issue. So like, for me, I feel like this: you ain't got no conversation for my wife. I mean, you ain't got no conversation for me, then you ain't got no conversation for my wife. That's point blank, period.
So I'm gonna say after that, like something like situations like that, when you have a friendship with people and they disrespect your spouse. Like the last encounter we had with that person, I saw what I needed to see. And the next time I see that person, look, if you don't have conversation for my husband, then you can't talk to me.
We gotta talk off when we get off, because I don't think we talking about the same person or something.
Because wait, we might not be talking about the same person.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, but no, we might be talking about the same person.
Let's finish your line.
But anywho, so what I'll say of this too, another thing too, if the person ain't right and the spouse knows they're not right, then the person will eliminate themselves. So you won't even really have to do no work, because the person will eliminate themselves. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, they don't want no pressure, not from me.
Is that who you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I knew that's who you was talking about. So yeah, we're on the same page. So
Ain't no need to have no conversation because I don't have conversation with irrelevant people. Like that's point blank.
Okay. Anywho, so that is the first male perspective of friendships, love and friendships.
All that testosterone.
So, granted, you're still loving and supportive of the friend of the opposite sex, but there's no intimacy in that. Like you just treat them like a brother or sister, so to speak. It's just like that kind of relationship you have like a brother or sister. So kind of like that church, relationship church. Dang.
Don't do that.
Can we not use that one?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because the shade is real.
Hey, bro. Hey, sis.
Stop it. We can't use that one. Next subject. All right, Kenya. Thank you, babe, for joining. Anybody got any questions for him before he gets off?
Yeah, I'm about to go eat my salad.
Anybody got questions? Make a roll. And if you do, I'll just bring him back on. But Kenya is coming up and she's going to give the female perspective. Kenya, let me know if you're ready. The female perspective on like love and friendships. So Kenya, honey, let me know if you're ready. And matter of fact, I'll go ahead if you
Chance want to be in your live.
He always want to be in something.
Right here. No. Y'all have fun.
Hi, Kenya.
Angie, how are you?
I'm wonderful.
I hope you are. I am. I'm giving my son oranges, hoping that my husband finds his keys, and just doing things. Life. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn my speaker down. The masses and I can turn on.
What'd you say?
I said, you going live to the masses, and I got a scarf on, so I had to take that off. Okay. All right.
It's all good.
Thank you.
I'm going. Am
I like echoing? No, you're not echoing. Am I echoing?
I am.
I am. Hey. Can you
He's trying to come from my person.
Well, that is cute.
You can't hear it?
You can't hear us, Lisa?
Kenya,
you got headphones? Yes. I need to get some headphones. Yeah, I got headphones. Hold on.
All right. Just a moment.
I can do it.
So better?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes. It's a lot.
Yay! Okay, headphones, come through. Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. Wait.
Okay, headphones.
Hello?
Yep, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Nisa,
come on,
can you hear us
headphones.
now?
Okay, headphones.
It's better? Okay, great. So,
Okay.
yes, so we were just talking about love and friendship. Girl, you done took the hair down. Hello.
Yeah, girl, because you are live to the masses, so I can't be out here in these streets with my scarf on, looking like I just got home. Like, let me get my life together, okay, girl? Shoot, when Sarah Jakes Roberts watch this, I don't need her to be like, The brown skin one we can do, but that light one, she gotta get her life together. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I want her to come see if both of us can come to LA, not just you. Okay,
Yes.
okay. So I had to
Yes.
just, you know what I'm saying? Just so you know
Yes.
why I had to take my scarf off.
Ready,
Just
ready, honey.
let the people know. I ain't trying to be cute for y'all. I'm trying to be cute for when Sarah Jakes Roberts and them come through and check my friend, okay?
Right.
Thank you very much. I want to be like, yes, remember that guest you had?
Yes, honey.
She said some good stuff. If it
Mm-hmm.
hadn't been for that headscarf, we would have invited her. So I had to get rid of that. I had to get rid of that. I had to get rid of that. For when you
So,
blow up, so I can go with you. I
yes,
can't
honey.
go with you.
Come
I
right
can't
with
go
us.
with you looking like that. I can't. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm ready now. I'm ready.
So, thank you for getting on with us, honey, and
Yay!
sharing. Yes. So we're talking about love and relationships with friends. So my husband went on
Mm-hmm.
first. Of course, he gave the male perspective about being in a relationship with friends, you know. And so I want to hear what you think. So, like, what do you think the relationship should be about? You know, as friends, the love we show in our relationships.
The love we show in our relationships as friends. So, as girlfriends, right? For instance, we had a perfect example tonight. So I was on your live last week, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I'm totally supporting all the things that you're doing for women, walking in your purpose, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
And when
honey.
your friends are doing things, walking in their purpose, it's not always easy. It's not easy to do something consistently. It's not easy to do what God called you to do when you're not sure who's going to support, you're not sure who's going to understand,
Yes.
you're not sure who's going to get it. So as a friend, I want to support that. So then I say, hey girl, I can jump on your live, and I said that a week ago and then I forgot. And so now today, when it's time for me to jump on your live, I'm trying to like make sure I'm spending time with my husband, and I'm potty training my 2-year-old who by
Yes.
this potty training method has to be naked. Okay. And then I just got my first poop in the potty like 2 minutes ago,
Let's
literally, you know what I'm
go.
saying? Right.
Yes.
So I've got my scarf on and like my mind is scattered, but it's important to me that I committed to being a part of what you're doing as my friend.
Yes.
So after everything, so it's my job to say, hey, P, I forgot. But I gotta wrap a couple things up, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna take this scarf off and I'm gonna show up for you, you
And I
know?
appreciate it.
So that is to me what adult female friendship looks like. It's not always clean, it's not always pretty, but it's consistent and it's accountable,
Yes.
So for me to say, hey, I'm sorry I'm late, and you're like, okay, girl, that's cool, life happens, and then we get it together and I show up for you, and you're understanding that life happens. So I think a lot of times in female friendships, that picture that we have that everything is going to be perfect,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of messes us up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if we want to go out and do something in the evening, well, Thursdays you're not free because you have committed to
Right.
do something on Thursdays for your audience, for your purpose. So that's a thing, when I commit to things, it has to be understood that I also kind of have a 2-year-old, I'm running around, I'm doing things. And so we have to make adjustments. In order to hold on to our friendships as adult women, we have to
Yes.
make adjustments. And we have
Yes.
to understand that our friends are making adjustments. So if you can't come out with me on Thursday night because you're starting something that you have to remain committed to, I can't be like, oh my God, so Portia can't come, And what I don't like is that passive shade. Oh, Portia can't come, she done started her little thing.
Mm.
That's not friendship.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, Portia can't come because on Thursdays, she does her women's group. So either we can do it on Friday, or we'll do this one, the three of us, and then next week we'll pick a day that Portia can come.
Right.
That's adult female friendship. Like,
Yes.
it's not the shade. It's not always being angry at somebody. It's understanding that your friends are grown women now,
Right.
and they have purpose and husbands and families and kids. And full-time jobs and side hustle purpose jobs. Like there's so many things going on. And if you can't reach out and be just as accountable as you want other people to be, then what are we doing? Like, hey girl, like all my stuff, watch all my stuff, share all my stuff. And then when your friends are doing something, you can't find 30 minutes. You can't find 1 week out of the month. I mean, we have to equally be accountable to each other. We have to equally support each other. Or don't call yourself angry and then out in these streets throwing shade at me when you know that you're not reciprocating.
Right. That's real.
Have you checked in on me?
Yes.
Have you found out how you can participate in the stuff that I'm doing? Have you supported me? No, you haven't. So why are you angry with me? Oh, girl, because I sent that evite, you didn't check it. Okay, I didn't check your evite for your daughter's birthday party, but had you been tuned in on my life, then you would have seen that I'm doing new things. You would have seen that I can look at you right now just from keeping up with you on social media. You got what, 3 side hustles in addition to your, girl, how many businesses are you running? So like as a friend, if you say you can't come to Christopher's birthday party, then the first thing I do as your friend is, well, Portia got 3 businesses that I know of and a husband and family. She's an auntie too. So you have to be accountable. You have to check yourself when you're being angry because your girlfriends can't come to everything or they can't do everything. And if you're not ready to be in that state of mind, then you're not ready to have big girl friendships.
Yes. That's real.
I mean, that's kind of what I got on it. Like,
I love how you say that because like a lot of us, like we hold our big girl friendships to our teenage friendships. Like those are 2 different lifestyles. Like
yes, girl, who didn't see their friends every single day as freshmen in college?
Right.
Of course you saw your friends every day, 12 hours a day. What else were you doing? Nothing else. Taking naps, going to the calf,
right.
Chasing boys. Like we weren't doing anything else. So like,
right.
You can't hold your big girl friendships to when we were 17 in high school and you got your learner's permit and I didn't have anything else to do.
Right.
Like,
but ride out, right?
But ride out. You used to show up, and we do that to each other, P. We do that. You used to show up to everything, and I just feel like lately, you're not there for me. So, because we do have to be ready to have conversations as big girls as well. So, conversations, talk to me. So then my response to that is, okay, so talk to me about that when I used to show up for everything. Let me hear from you what my life looked like when I used to show up for everything. Are you talking about when we were in college? Right? Because I lived across the hall from you. Are you talking about before I got married? Right? Because I wasn't accountable to a whole nother person who has a set of friends and family and job banquets to go to. You know what I'm saying? So can we remember that? I remember showing up to everything for you. But at that time in my life, I didn't have XYZ responsibilities, Well, you used to show up for everything. Are you talking about when I worked a full-time job and got a bi-weekly paycheck? Because if you check in with my life now, I'm hustling. Everything that I eat, I gotta kill. Yep. So I don't have the time that I used to, you have to have those conversations. Everyday kill. So you gotta have those conversations. So of course I came to everything when I had a full-time government job that I was getting paid bi-weekly. I was chilling, boo. Like, I'm not chilling anymore. So now my life is different. It requires different things from me. Yeah. So you have to understand that. And if you talk to your girlfriends instead of being pissed that they not coming to all the things that you feel like they should come to, right. I think that we would understand that those are the kinds of things happening between us. It's not, how I'm sitting over here mad at you
and I
for how you used to. No conversation. Girl, in 2015, it was nothing. Half a text message and you was there. In 2015, I was working full time.
Right.
Somebody else was paying me. Now in 2019, I'm paying myself and I got to show up
every day.
And do I'm tired, girl. I couldn't get there because I had to do something that you feel like only took me 30 minutes, but I'm trying to build something. I can't just skip it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Our friends that have new babies, girl, just bring the baby. No, we not finna do that. Like, I mean, it's just little
Yeah.
things that I feel like we're not checking in
Yes.
with our friends to find out. And if you still have a full-time job, then that's your choice for your life, and I'm happy for you. But if I have to move like an entrepreneur, then you can't be upset with me if I can't come to as much stuff as I used to come to, if I can't do as much stuff as I used to do,
Yes.
because I've got different priorities.
Yes, yes.
You just have to, and I don't like the passive stuff. Again, well, I mean, you a big time entrepreneur. Ain't nobody tell you to quit your job. No, nobody told me to quit my job. However, in order for me to walk in my purpose, I have to move differently.
Yes.
And it shouldn't be something that's automatically shade ammunition for you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If every time I make a change in my life, can we pause? If every time I make a change in my life or move to another level, it's more ammunition for your shade, you're probably not my big girlfriend.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
why every time I do something new, it's new shade? Well, she an entrepreneur now. Well, she married now. Really? Is that your friend? Every time you level up and become responsible for something else, it turns into this interesting tone in her voice. I mean, I know you married now. No, that's not a healthy big girl friendship.
No,
You know what I'm
it's not.
saying? It's supposed to be different. Well, girl, I know you married, so I got a couple things lined up. Let me know what you can come to. You know what I'm saying? You got to change your tone. If you want to be my big girlfriend, you got to change your tone. Like, you can't be trying to throw me passive aggressive shade because I have new stuff going on.
Right.
Oh, girl, well, I know you're an entrepreneur. Which one of your businesses can you bring? And then, you know what I'm saying? I tell you what, can you wrap us up? You know what I'm saying? 30 minutes before the party. And then we can free up some time. I'll get you a couple of clients and then we can turn up. You got to change your tone if you want to be my big girlfriend. You can't use all of the things that are important in my life and at the top of my priorities as ammunition for your shade. You trying to stay mad at me. You're trying to stay mad at me. You're not trying to see me grow. You're not trying to help me come up. You just want to be mad. And who has time for that kind of energy? Like, we have to do better as girlfriends. We have to do better at understanding people have priorities. Look at that. Now, I just looked at you for a whole 20 minutes. We dating. Like, you have to change. You got to change how you're looking at spending time with your friends, supporting your friends when you're a big girl and we all have things to do. Maybe supporting each other and spending time looks like supporting something that you're doing as an entrepreneur. Like, I don't know if you count it, but I count this. Girl, I just saw Portia. Did you? Portia got 5 businesses. So maybe we not sitting on the couch. And people are like, girl, you seen Portia? You talked to Portia? Because I ain't talked to her. Well, what do you mean? Do you mean, have I sat on the couch and ate Pizza Hut with her and like kicked it for 2.5 hours? Nah, then I ain't seen Portia. Like, I ain't seen her. She shared a couple of my posts last week. I liked them. I shared a couple of her posts. I waved at her in her live. And in my mind, I seen Portia. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we have to change the way that we're looking at keeping up with each other. You know what I'm saying? You have to change that. You have to change your point of view, or then you just can't be Portia's friend no more.
Right.
Like,
right.
If you got to have 2 solid hours on the couch looking directly at me, we might need to take it down a notch, because I don't know if I got that for you right now.
And with technology,
not that I don't love you,
it makes it easier.
So easy, girl. I'm running 5 businesses. Text me, it counts.
Yes,
that's all. Like,
hey girl,
it counts. Like, hey girl, I see you. You doing big things.
Yes,
that totally counts. And we have to make a shift from, like you said, high school friends, college freshman friends, to adult grown women with purpose and responsibility friends. And if we don't make that shift, then you're going to lose your friends.
It's
You
just
know,
like
you
that.
have to be able to make that shift or be ready to always be mad and lose your friends. I mean, and is that the kind of life you want to live? Do you want to be the person that's always mad?
Honey,
I mean,
I don't have
don't know,
energy for that.
girl, and we all have that cousin, that sister, that girlfriend that's like, I mean, don't
Talk
nobody
about
call me. I mean, don't nobody come to my stuff. I mean, ain't nobody been to my house in years. Girl, we is busy. Like, is that the energy that you want to
you
have?
got
You
whole
always want
lives.
to be that person? I mean, don't nobody call me. Who have you text? Don't nobody come to my house. I mean, if you willing to roll up your sleeves, you can come to my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many do you have an entrepreneur friend that's trying to start a clothing line? Roll up your sleeves, go to her house when she about to receive these packages and help her section that stuff out.
Right.
And guess what? You got a whole hour with your homegirl.
Whole
Like,
hour.
y'all can talk about whatever you want to talk about
Exactly.
while you open up these packages.
Catch
Like,
all the way up.
all the way up. You can catch all the way up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Why you help me, but you have to be willing to make that shift.
And
It's
I hear
not
you
gonna be
say,
like it was.
I hear you say too, be open minded about the way you're connecting with your friends. Like, it doesn't have to
Yes.
be the usual thing. Like, be open minded. Like,
Girl, you
be
ain't
open
been out to
minded.
get drinks with me in a while. Child, I got inventory. Now, if you
Right.
trying to bring that wine to the basement, to the bonus room, while we get
Right.
this inventory popping, we can have all the conversation and we can turn up a little bit once I get these books ready to be mailed out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be open minded about how we're spending time with our friends if you really want to spend time with your friends. You know what I'm saying? That
Yes.
friend with kids, meet her at the park. You know what I'm saying? Meet her at her house. Figure
Yes.
out how you can help her with her life, and then you might see her. That
Exactly.
entrepreneur friend, figure out how you can help that entrepreneur friend. Does that friend need clients? Can you do a Mary Kay party at your house? Like, can you help?
Can
Because
you
if
help
you
her set
can't
up
help,
at your
can
house?
you help her set up? Because if you can't help, chances are you're not going to see her as much as you
Right.
used to see her. And you either have to own up to the fact that you haven't tried, or you have to let her go and stop throwing all of that shade at her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every time we get together for Thanksgiving, you got this one cousin that's like, I mean, I got to wait all the way to Thanksgiving to see you.
Right. But I came to your house for Thanksgiving. What
Right. All the things that you could have helped me with,
distance. We same distance. I come to your house, you come to my house.
I come around you. Like, why haven't I said, why does it have to wait until Thanksgiving for me to see you? Cause
Right.
I love you too. Have you helped me with any of this inventory? Did you help me ship these books out? Have you helped me babysit this kid? Like, if you haven't, I got a husband. I actually like my husband. If
Right.
you ain't doing no group stuff, maybe that's why you ain't seen me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stop with the shade. I feel like we're so quick,
There's a lot of shade.
so quick to use somebody's priorities as shade
Ooh.
ammunition. And that's why we're separated. That's
Yeah.
why you ain't seen your cousin, your sister, your homegirl, because you so quick to use her husband as shade ammunition. It's not okay that she likes spending time with her husband. Find some stuff to do as a group. Why it gotta be shade ammunition?
Using responsibilities as an ammunition. That's something.
Like, oh girl, she an entrepreneur. She got all them businesses. She don't have time for us. Why gotta be shade ammunition? Pick one of the businesses and invite me somewhere. Help me get these coins, and then after I
We
book a
can
couple of
celebrate.
clients, we can turn all the way up. Girl, do you know how we could turn up?
Right.
Like, if you help me wrap 7 girls in an hour and a half, honey, you could put all the drinks in your fridge. We gonna make that happen
Right.
right at, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course I'm gonna relax, and then we gonna get these drinks in. Like, but you have to understand that I have priorities. So if I could be advancing my businesses, if I could be spending time with my family, then I'm gonna do that. And if
Yeah.
you're not one of those friends that makes it easy for me to do that stuff while I'm around you, then
Yeah. There comes a time
I
to
don't.
let go.
I mean, I'm gonna have to let you go. I don't know. I'm gonna have to let you go. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as big girls who have priorities, we have to let that guilt go. When you hear that
That's
tone
good.
coming from your sister, your cousin, your girlfriend, I mean, but it's a girls' night and I know you got to be around your husband. Pause. My husband works all day, 6.5 days a week.
Honey.
Yes. If you doing something at 7 o'clock, if he's not invited, I don't want to come because we're talking about my marriage on the line. You know what I'm saying? So like as big
I have
girls,
to get
we
my
have
30
to,
minutes in before he go to sleep.
girl, like they out in these streets acting like they don't understand. So I feel like we have to let that go. When you hear that shade, you know what I'm saying? I mean, but I know your husband got to come, so you probably not going to make it. Dismiss that. You know, you go, you know what? You're right. I'm not going to make it. Or you text back, all right, it's all love. See you later. And then let it go. Stop holding on to this guilt
That's
like
good.
you the worst cousin in the world, you the worst sister in the world, you the worst homegirl in the world. Like, let it go. You have your priorities. And if they can't make time to be your tribe, they can't be a part of your tribe and honor your priorities, it's always got to be shade, then let that go, sis, and get you some good sleep.
Yes.
Go get your time with your husband because you know his schedule is crazy. Go do what you got to do for your baby because they're going to call him a baby's kids if you're not raising him. You know what I'm saying? Go make your money because ain't nobody going to pay your bills.
Honey.
Everybody wants you to make the cruise payments, but don't nobody want to help you get no clients.
None. I need money.
You mad?
It costs. It takes money to do that.
It takes money to do that. You don't never come on the. I mean, you didn't come on my birthday trip. You want me to make payments towards your birthday trip, but you haven't called me one time with a client opportunity. Get you some good sleep. When you get you some good sleep. No, I'm not gonna make your birthday trip to the Bahamas because get you some good sleep. Like because nobody is thinking about what it is that your priorities are. It's always got to be about you, and then you gonna throw me some shade.
That's real.
I mean, I'm just sending you this email about my birthday trip, but I know you're not gonna come because you never come.
That's real.
Is it free?
That's so real.
If it's not free, and you haven't graced my phone, see, you quick to grace my phone with a text message about your birthday trip, but you haven't graced my phone all them other 11 months trying to help me get clients, then guess what? I'm going to get some good sleep because I'm not going to make $200 a month payments to your birthday trip, and I'm not going to feel bad about that because you trying to throw shade when you ain't tried to help me make no money.
That's good. That's so good.
Point blank and period. Let go of that guilt. I'm going to get me some good sleep.
I am so guilty. I was guilty for that. I let it go, but I was guilty for that. Not making it a people stuff.
Oh, and you feel bad. You feel really, really bad. But you have to start putting people in their proper places. You know what I'm saying? Is this person really a part of my tribe? Like, are they trying to help? Are they trying to share my posts? Are they trying to big me up? I mean, at least even let me see a couple of hand claps. Like, if you're not bringing anything positive, then I don't have to feel like I'm beholden to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not contributing anything. So I don't have to feel bad for the shade that you're throwing, like, oh, you didn't come to this or you didn't, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
yes.
And everybody's girl, open your mind because I've been there. I am the auntie, the friend, the sister, the family member. You know what I'm saying? And when your priorities start to shift and people start to drop off because you didn't make one weekend barbecue in 12 years, you got to start making cuts. Like, you got to start making cuts. Up until I started whatever XYZ business or, got this husband or my husband's work schedule changed, up until then, I was Johnny on the spot. So if the first thing you do is throw shade instead of consider maybe something changed in my priorities, then it's time to let you go.
Yeah.
And I don't have to feel guilty about that because what I look like letting my marriage or my business or my children go, because I'm afraid that, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to be my friend anymore.
And this
That's
applies
not.
even to like, even if you're single, like, or if you don't have kids, like, because
Yes.
like I hear people say, just because I'm single, that don't mean I don't have priorities. Like, just because I don't have kids, that don't mean I don't have priorities. I still gotta live,
I
you
still
know.
got to live. Like, and what if I'm thinking about a family? That might be why
Right.
I'm running 5, 6 businesses.
You're
You know what I'm saying?
preparing. Yes.
I'm preparing. Or what if I don't want kids and when I'm 50, I want to do ball out of control? That's why I'm building up my
Yes.
businesses. So if all you got is shade for me, then let it go.
Yes. This is good.
Wait a minute.
This is good.
So, I mean, I just feel like as big girls, we need to just change the narrative. And I feel like we can do that. We can change our perspective, you know what I'm saying? And we can stop some of that little passive aggressive, you know what I'm saying, stuff that we do. If you know that your child's second birthday party is like your whole world, you know what I'm saying, and your girlfriend can't make it, but she runs 5 businesses, we have to learn how to respect her priorities the
Yes.
same way you respect your own priorities. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? She had to set up a booth that day. She couldn't come. She loved you and the baby. Your whole world right now is your 2-year-old. Meanwhile, she's trying to run businesses. And that doesn't make her less of a friend because she had a booth to set up on that Saturday. That booth that she set up is important. She might have been tired.
Yeah.
Maybe she had mad clients this week.
Yeah.
Maybe she's parallel preneuing where she working a part-time job and trying to run her businesses. Like, cut her some slack. If the first thing you think about her is shade, then you need to check yourself.
Yes.
Well, girl, you don't have no kids. And when you have kids and people don't show up to support them, you will understand. She might could say the same thing about businesses. Maybe you don't have as many businesses as she has. Maybe your husband don't work as much as her husband work. So realize that the same thing you saying to her, she could turn around and say to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She could say, must be nice that your husband worked that nice bank job. Guess you see your husband 45 hours a week. Must be nice. I don't see my husband that much. So
Yeah.
I decided me and my husband was going to sleep in during your baby's birthday party. I don't have to feel bad about that.
Yes, honey. Yes.
Don't come out your mouth. Well, when y'all have kids, well, we ain't got no kids right now. We still bed surfing right now.
Yes.
Working on our marriage, having a good time. Like, I don't have time to get divorced because you mad. Like, come on, sis. Come on, sis. Like, if we're always trying to throw shade, we're never gonna get to the point where we can have good friendships as big girls, you know?
Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, I feel like that's all I got on it. Like, we just got to do better.
Yes. Big girl friendships come with understanding and communication.
Girl, can we do better? I feel like we can.
I think we can too. I
think we can. I know we can do better. I know that we can. I know that we can lead with love first.
Yes.
Instead of that shade. You know,
Yes.
because I know your feelings are hurt. You know, that I didn't make your rap party. I know your feelings are hurt that I didn't make your baby's 2-year-old birthday party. I know your feelings are hurt. You know what I'm saying? But we can make the shift where we're thinking about sis the same way we're thinking about us.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta say, well, Portia got her priorities too. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta do better too. Like, she didn't make my baby's birthday party, but I love Portia and I know Portia loves me. So I need to go from there, from that place, you know, instead of being in my feelings. And we all have to hold yourself accountable for the shade and the anger that you're holding on to for your sisters and cousins and girlfriends. Hold yourself accountable. And if we all start holding ourselves accountable, I feel like we'll do better. But we gotta do better.
That's good.
We gotta do better. She ain't gotta have kids. She ain't gotta have a husband. She ain't gotta be an entrepreneur.
Right.
Like, she doesn't have to live the life that you live in order to have priorities and put herself first.
Right.
Like, stop throwing her shade because she not married. Okay, she not married, but she's got her own priorities. There's a reason that she doesn't call you as much as she used to call you. So I say, let's hold each other accountable. Let's hold ourselves accountable, and let's just move from that place of love. If that's your cousin, move from that place of love. Like, she love you, so there must be something that's keeping her from you that is a priority for her, and we have to learn to respect that so that we can stay close. You know.
I think you set the stage, honey, tonight, because that was good. That was
Thanks,
good.
boo.
My husband was in there to my, that's good teaching.
Hey, bro.
That's
I mean, and husbands get tired. That big girl friendships are hard.
They are.
Husbands get tired of seeing their wife mad, stressed out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because people talking about you. Like, and all you're doing is making it harder. All you're doing is making it harder. Because eventually she gonna listen to her husband when he say, first of all, you need to put her down. Because I'm tired of listening to you apologize to her for living your best life. Like, I'm tired of that. Yeah. How many times you gonna answer the phone? You know what? The next time she call you with that BS, I'm gonna pick your phone up. Husbands is tired. Okay, let's just end with that. Okay, y'all. Husbands is tired of y'all throwing shade to their wives and stressing her out. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, amen. The marriage bed is undefiled, and people's husbands is tired of having to do 45-minute foreplay to get some because their wife is so wrapped up in the drama that you brought her 30 minutes before her bedtime. Y'all gonna start getting cut off by husbands if y'all don't change y'all mind on how you treat your girlfriends. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh,
okay? Thank you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, thank you very much. That's all. We're just gonna leave it at that. Don't say I didn't warn you, okay?
Welcome to Kenya's TED Talk.
When Portia husband pick up that phone, y'all gonna be like, you know what? You know what? You're right, Portia. I'm sorry. I should not have. Okay? Because husbands about to start telling their friends to kick rocks. They first cousins. Yes, yes, honey. Yes. Auntie who? Is that auntie? Give me the phone. They siblings, okay? They mama, sisters. Husbands is about to start picking up the phones, okay? Because marriages need to have healthy fun, okay? Yes. And peaceful sex. Yes. And y'all are ruining it by putting that burden on your girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Now she yelling at her kids. Now she needed to stay up an extra hour to work on her business and you done stressed her out. You know what I'm saying? She need to be having good sex with her husband. That is helping us live longer. And you done stressed her out. Honey. With your drama. We gotta do better. Do better by your homegirls so that they are not stressed out at home.
Peaceful lives.
So they can just live peaceful lives, okay? And hug their babies and have good sex and work on their businesses. Who working on a spreadsheet when I got to think about whether or not you're going to ever be my friend again? Right. Come on, y'all. Help sis write the book by not being dramatic. Yes. Period. Sis got a deadline. She's not going to write tonight because you done cried on her phone for an hour, or you done cried on your other cousin phone, and then cousin done sent her screenshots. Now she can't write. Sis got a deadline. Help sis out, okay? Help sis out by not being dramatic so she can finish her book. Thank you very much.
That's love.
Thank you.
And that's
okay.
Love.
And that's love. Thank you. Okay. What SpongeBob said, we gonna head out on that. We gonna head out. Help sis out. Help sis out. Okay. I'ma head out. I'ma head out, and hopefully our friends and family gonna start helping us out.
Yes. That's good.
Thank you very much. Okay. That's why the book ain't written, because you're stressing me.
Honey.
Y'all ain't got no kids yet. We can't have good sex. You always on my phone. Now I'm feeling some kind of way. Now my husband feeling some kind of way because I'm feeling some kind of way. And you talk about kids. I bet you if you take that to Thanksgiving, they'll stop asking you them questions. When y'all gonna have kids? When y'all Negroes get off my phone.
Right.
How about that? Who's having good sex if I gotta talk to y'all? And you know how it is in your family.
And
You
who
got
making
if you and
money?
your sister beefing, you gotta talk to auntie. You gotta
Honey,
talk to three more cousins. You gotta
gotta
block
talk
them
to the
Negroes in the
brother.
group chat. Girl, how am I making money? You think I wrote? Do you think I wrote on my book that night when we had a whole family group chat? No, honey, I didn't get no
two
writing done.
hours
I didn't make no
plus
money.
of my day gone.
2 hours plus of my day gone. And you think after that I went to my office and did some work? Girl, I ain't do no work that day. I ate Chick-fil-A, killed my diet, okay, with empty calories,
Yes.
and gave my husband attitude all in one day. Like,
I can't hear you. I can't hear you, Kenya. I can't hear you. Okay. Well, honey, pull your headphones out and in and out. I'm not sure what happened. Okay. So,
all right.
oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Oh, sure I am. Mm.
I can hear you now. Well, I did. Now you look froze. All right, so y'all, that was a great discussion on love and friendship. So Kenya talked about a lot of great things. We talked about friends' life and what they're experiencing, what they're going through, how they're making their lives better and their priorities, and in our big girl relationships, understanding that life changed. Like we don't have that much time on our hands like we did when we were teenagers or freshmen in college. Lives of our friends and their priorities currently, and how they're living their lives, and excuse me, and have a conversation with our friends. Like have a conversation about whatever it is that they're experiencing in their life, and what they're experiencing, and show gratitude. If even if they can't make it to something that you're hosting, or don't give shade about whatever it is that you're experiencing. Don't give shade to your girl. If she's your girl, you have understanding and compassion for her. Don't throw shade. Have understanding. Figure out another way to meet with your girl, to have a conversation with your girl. Technology is huge now, so make use of it. So we talked about a lot of different things. And Kenya, I'm not sure if there was something else that you were mentioning prior to going.
No, that was it. Just saying thank you for opening up the conversation, because I think it's going to be a healing conversation for a lot of us.
Yes, it was
So,
really good.
yay for
Yes.
answering your calling. Thank you so much.
Thank you for participating. I so appreciate you. I love you.
Of
And
course.
I look forward to our discussions going further with this conversation about love.
Yes.
Because we have to show more love towards each
Yes.
other, y'all.
We have to show more love. I can't wait to see who you have next Thursday so I can listen to the love.
Yes, honey. So next Thursday, we're gonna talk about love and relationships with the opposite sex. So,
Mm.
um, yeah, we're going there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we will. If you want to join in on that discussion, comment below. Let me know if you want to have discussions about love with the opposite sex, whether it be like, excuse me, you're dating somebody or you're committed to someone, you're engaged, married, or whatever it may be. Let's talk about that so we can help each other out with that, because we all experience
Yes.
challenges and we need each other to get through them. So that's what we're here for on Woman to Woman Empowerment. So I look forward to seeing y'all next week, next Thursday, same
Yes,
time, same
boo. So proud of
place.
you.
Thank you. And I love you all and have a great night.
Bye.
All right, I was talking, my mic wasn't on, y'all. Sorry. So, thank y'all for joining a Throwback Thursday of Woman to Woman Empowerment. This session was with Demetrius Green and Kenya Pridgeon. We were talking about love and friendships. So, again, thank y'all for joining. I just wanted to share some throwback. I'm just trying to make my way back in here, y'all, giving y'all some old stuff. And just reminding y'all what I do here. Like, so I appreciate the conversations that y'all had in the chat. Thank you so much for joining the live. And y'all don't forget to get your tickets for the Ultimate Free Experience. It's going down July 16th. And I can't wait to see y'all. Have a wonderful night. Love y'all.